These are the 2-inch wheel spacers shown in black, and they are available for all 2005 and newer 8-lug F-250 Super Duty trucks. Now you should be checking out the 2-inch spacers for your Super Duty if you're looking to add a whopping 50 millimeters of offset to your stock or aftermarket wheels, making them a bit more aggressive in the process due to the poke, or just adding some additional clearance to braking or suspension components. Now the spacers themselves will be made from a durable T6 billet aluminum. They will be sold in sets of 4, all for right around that low $300 price point. So as I just mentioned, these wheel spacers are designed to move your wheels and tires from the mounting surface by 2 inches or 50 millimeters. Now Super Duty owners might want to do this to either gain clearance for suspension or braking components, or just simply to add more offset to your stock or aftermarket wheels and getting a much more aggressive bulldog type of stance. Now moving into construction, and these spacers will be sold in sets of 4 again, and do feature that T6 billet aluminum construction along with the anodized black finish. The lug pattern here is going to be an 8x170 pattern, and they do include the studs and additional lugs needed to secure the spacers to the hub of your Super Duty. Now the spacers are hub centric, meaning the bore size is 124.9 millimeters, which is specific to the F-250s out there. But just keep in mind that the 350s and 450s will have a larger bore size. So if you do have a 350 or 450 truck, you will need to look into a different style spacer. Now moving into price point, and coming in around that low $300 range for the set of 4, the 2-inch options are going to be amongst some of the more affordable options here on the site when we're talking about something in the 2-inch range that will offer things like the hub-centric design. Now, if you didn't want to go as aggressive with width, maybe you can check out a 1 or 1.5 inch option on the site as well, which will certainly cost you less money at the end of the day. All right, moving into the installation, and the site's gonna call this a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here, and about 30 minutes to get in place from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea of how this one might go down on your Super Duty at home, let's throw it out to the shop for a detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you will need an impact, small extension, a thin wall 21 millimeter socket. Also not shown here is a jack, and whatever socket you use for your specific wheels. What's up guys, today we're going to be installing some wheel spacers on our F-250, so let's get started. Alrighty folks, so the first thing you'll need to do is obviously jack the wheel up that you're trying to put your spacer on and remove whichever wheel you have. Depending on your setup, you might have a regular lug nut or a splined one. And once you have that off, you want to double check on the face of your rotor for any excess corrosion. If you do have a good bit of corrosion, you want to make sure to clean that off first. We're going to get our spacer onto our factory lug studs. Now, this might be a tight fit at first. It's okay. We'll grab our provided lug nuts, and these are going to go onto our factory lug studs. So we'll get all of these in place loosely first. It's always a good idea to start these by hand. You don't want to mess up any threads. You'll end up replacing a lug stud, and no one likes doing that. You want the tapered side of your lug nut facing in. Once you have all these in place, you want to grab a thin wall 21 millimeter socket on your impact. We're going to tighten these down exactly how you would a wheel in a star pattern. Make sure that pulls onto the face nicely. Now one thing to also note is when you're doing this at home, your kit does come with some thread locker you want to apply before you apply your nuts, and make sure those are tight, and then you want to torque these to the factory recommended specification. And once you have all these tight, we'll get our wheel back on. Now once you have this one on, you can do the same thing for your other 3 wheels. Alrighty folks, that about wraps up our review and install of our 2-inch 8-lug wheel spacers in black finish for your 05 to current F-250 and F-350 Super Duty. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything F-250, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.